As a seller, AI is very impactful in terms of the way in which you work, but it really became revolutionary for me the minute that AI became deeply embedded into the tool that I use most here at Zoom, obviously the Zoom application, to be able to communicate, whether that was sending a chat, whether it was a Zoom meeting, whether it was a phone call. AI Companion is deeply embedded into those experiences. Let me show you an example of how I use Zoom AI Companion after a meeting. Now, this is a fake meeting, so let's go into Calendar. It is a mock demo that we did or a discovery session. And right in here, I have the ability, let's expand this out and see this a little bit better. I have the ability to be able to see that meeting summary. I can see next steps. So these are actionable next steps that were taken inside of that meeting. I can view and play back the recording here. And then right from this view, I have Meeting Coach where I can see how well I, as working as Paxton, performed. Maybe I talked a little fast. I was a little less patient than some of my other meetings. So I get the benefit of coaching right there from AI inside of the media experience. But it really just begins there. So now I have the ability up here with AI Companion to summarize this conversation. And now you can see I have the ability here to read a very detailed summary that goes into topic by topic of everything we discussed in this meeting. The side panel gives us the nice flexible view of a quick summary, high level overview, as well as a focus on really what are those next steps in the process. This is really helpful for me, but I can now continue to engage. So I can ask things like, who was our primary competitor? And it'll use the transcript to be able to identify who the primary competitor was. Now, there was none listed here, so it should return back that there was really no specific competitor. There we go. There's no mention of a primary competitor. This was really a discovery conversation very early in the sales cycle. But I can continue to engage and I can attach files. I can add things like, you know, a product information data sheet, and I can say, based on the conversation with the customer, what product from Zoom should we position to best address the customer's needs? And it'll use, in this case, I think this is an 80-page document about all the Zoom products to be able to identify, based on the inputs captured during the discovery, what are the products from within Zoom that we should recommend. And here we go. It looks like the focus really is around Zoom Contact Center will be the best product to position. And again, this is a fake customer, so a fake discussion we had anyway. And you can see sort of, and let's go ask it for a little bit more detail. Provide some additional detail on your recommendation. Provide, let's see here, verbatim quotes from the customer that support the suggestion. Provide details in a list. A little easier for me to read lists than paragraph form, but different strokes for different folks here. So we're going to ask for a little bit additional detail, provide some insights, give us some verbatim text from the customer to help remind me exactly what they said in this meeting. Now, this meeting goes back 13 different days ago, so I may not have clear insight in terms of recalling exactly what was said, and that's why I asked for the verbatim quote. So there's some really good quotes here that would suggest that perhaps maybe we can improve the way in which customers experience the brand. So very good insight here. I'm getting ready to meet with this customer on a follow-up, let's say, and this would be great, a process to go through to be able to make sure that you're fully equipped without having to listen to the entire meeting over again. I can also use information of maybe internal, because this is not permanently stored. It's not used to train the model. Let's say I have a sales process that we follow, and I say use the attached sales process and determine what stage we are in. Help me determine what needs to be done to progress this opportunity to the next stage? So what we want to now is identify what should I be logging this as in terms of my CRM? What stage are we in based on our sales process? And then what do I have to do to be able to progress and move this deal forward? So nice summary. It says, hey, we're in stage 2, discovery. In order to move it to stage 3, which is establishing the solution, Paxton would need to be able to do these items are encouraged to be able to move this deal forward. Now, I can continue to engage with this. I can continue to ask questions, but I also can ask AI Companion to do some more intelligent analysis. So let's say, for example, we want to have AI Companion analyze the transcript, provide things like buyer confidence, expected timeline, key objections, overall sentiment, and create a next step action list, right? So we can then begin to have it analyze in a little bit deeper view, give me some better guidance as a seller on how I best progress and move this deal forward. So very good. You can see a summary of buyer confidence, timeline, sort of how and when I should forecast this deal, key objections, sentiment, next steps. This is all in an effort to be able to better remind myself of exactly what was covered in a previous meeting with a customer so that way I can come in ready to help progress and move this deal forward. Thank you very much for your time. Good luck and happy selling.